Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin the slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture.
2 teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Gibbs will try and pick it up. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. A toss out right to Gibbs. Shreds into the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the red zone now, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Watson's throw finds its target, Dobbs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, it's Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Gibbs. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. but they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Young. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Young. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It'll be Young again. Going right back to Wilson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Watson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Gibbs straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Watson's throw caught by Pierce. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Execute. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete here to Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Young on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing on third down, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now it's Peterson. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That throw by Young incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Young to throw it. Complete to Zacchaeus. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll throw again. Young. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here now, 2nd and 4. Young. Complete. It's Johnson. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. It's Young off play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Here is 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now it's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Falcons now are going to go on offense late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
To throw on 2nd is Watson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Watson.
Mechie has it on the slant. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now Young.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Watson, off play action.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Young. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Watson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has... From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Young. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3. Watson now to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. To throw is Watson. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibbs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to throw. Watson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Romeo down. Under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams,